Welcome, my brothers and sisters, to our Today is the Day program, NJO LEO in the language of Swahili. My name is Odon Bulamba. I'm going to spend with you some time to give you the news in brief. So I'll spend a few minutes with you just to keep you up to date with what has been happening in the Congo for the past 24 hours. So without going that far, let me start with our news. And our news today, as I said, will be just news in brief, meaning that I will just give you the title, a very short maybe summary or a very short speech about everything that has been taking place. First of all, I will start with the situation of Fayulu, Martin Fayulu. He would like to put together $190 billion in case he becomes the president of DRC. That would be like his project of society. So he wants to have at least $190 billion so that he can use it in order to support the Congo. Martin Fayulu is one of the candidates for the presidency in Congo and is also the chairman of a political party known as ICID. And he would like so much to say that, you know, I have to be the president, and if I become a president of the Congo, I will fight corruption, I will fight bribery, I will also fight anything which has stopped Congolese so far, you know, has stopped Congolese so far to gain or to get his right. He was particularly talking about the constitution. So he may also review the constitution of the Republic Democratic of Congo, as well as also allowing the Congolese to have more than one nationalities, maybe up to two. So far, any Congolese person must have one, as it must be or is entitled to have only the Congolese nationality. According to the law of the Congo, if you get a second one, you lose the Congolese nationality. So Martin Fayulu promised that if he becomes the president, any Congolese who wants to have a second nationality, he can do so. But with one exception, one condition is that you don't have to take your second nationality shouldn't be the nationality of the country who are neighboring with Congo. The second nationality shouldn't be one of those countries who are neighbors of the Congo. So Martin Fayulu, that was his speech yesterday, and he continues to ask Congolese to work together and to be united. And in order to respond to where the $190 billion will come from, he said that that money will come from taxes. People will pay for taxes, maybe there will be some borrowing, and also some type of cooperation between countries. The second part that I will talk to you about is a situation in Ituri where a young girl, a 16-year-old girl who is a student, was shot dead by one of the militias from the FRPI. That gentle woman, that gentle girl was coming from school in uniform, and once he met with a group of those rebels, let me call them evil rebels, who were drunk, they opened fire on her. And the bullet went through her left eye and she died suddenly. Our condolences to the family of that girl who has lost theirs. But we say, and I continue to say every time, Kabila continued to create panic. He continues to create panic and to continue to create fear in people in order for people to not concentrate or not even focus on his matter of him leaving the power. Therefore, he has created hundreds of malicious groups in the Congo to destabilize the civil population. That situation of incident didn't only take place in Ituri, but also in Beni, where we see the people of Mai Mai, meaning the militias of Mai Mai. These are the wrong, false, satellite Mai Mai people of the government. Once again, they have attacked a policeman. This poor policeman was just around Maboya, and he was shot dead by those Mai Mai. Then they took his gun and disappeared with it. So insecurity continued to reign, not only in North and South Kivu, but in all the corners of the country. People have been living insecurely and have been asking for the authorities, although they are there illegally, but asking for the authorities to intervene, and so far none of them intervenes. They don't even talk about insecurity in the Congo. They pretend like it does not even exist. So we are going to share with you another point, which is in Owele, where there was an accident, a car crash. And this accident happened around the bridge of Kibali, where this truck was carrying firewood. And in that truck were also 6 passengers. The truck didn't have light. It was after 6:30, around 7 p.m. Driving without light, driving in dark conditions, the driver had a crash. He crossed those type of barriers at that bridge, and he went through into the rivers. He dived in the river with the passengers and with the firewood. 2 of those passengers escaped death, but the other 4 are presumed dead because up to now they are not out yet. So we say condolences for those families who lost theirs in this car crash. Why does that happened? I think that it happened also because some responsibilities are put it not only on the driver, but also on the government of the Congo. Those who have got cars, they pay several taxes. They are really pushed by the government to pay this and that, registration and so on and so forth. But the government is not capable of delivering to do the warrant of fitnesses of cars, or to check even that the cars are worthy to be on the road. Congo is one of the countries where whenever you see the cars, some of the cars on the road, you'll be like, what? Are these really cars which should be on the road or not? And the government, for them, is they don't care. What they care of is only to get money and fill up their pocket. So once again, our condolences for those who lost theirs. The same incident of a car crash also, another one took place around Maboya in North Kivu, where another vehicle was carrying passengers coming from the market of Butembo. And this car was carrying a number of passengers when it was going downhill, and the brake broke, or the brake lost. So by having the loose brake, the driver couldn't stop the vehicle had a crash, many people were killed. So far we are aware that 4 bodies have been removed, but around 5 people so far have been pronounced dead, and those bodies were sent to Beni, and those bodies have arrived to Beni. So this car crash took place around Ararati. Ararati is around between Beni and Butembo, and that took place yesterday around 4 p.m. in the afternoon. There were also those who were injured. Some of them are now released from the hospital, others are still going through treatment. But once again, we'll say it's a matter of checking the warrant of fitness for vehicles. If vehicles don't check the warrant of fitnesses, then as consequence we'll have accident or crashes which were not necessary to be happening in our cities or country. We are going straight away to Kinshasa, where we want to talk about journalists, where one journalist of Kinshasa, known as a Tarsis Zongia, who is a director of one of the newspaper known as Le Grognon. This gentleman, on Thursday, the 6th of September, he was called to present himself to the tribunal. And as a tribunal, he was straight away put under arrest because he wrote an article, 2 articles so far, which criticized one of the minister's staff, the general secretary of a ministry of sport, He criticized him that he stole funds or he stole money of the ministry. By publishing those messages, Mr. Barthélemy Okito, who is the secretary, the general secretary of the Ministry of Sport, he became angry. And to prove his power, to show this guy that is capable, he took the matter to the court which is corrupt, the court which doesn't even look at justice, and they put this gentleman in jail. And so far the judge came up and said, okay, he has to spend at least 12 months in prison. This is not fair, it's really unfair. So we claim, we are asking for the government of the Congo, for the Minister of Justice to review the case of Tarsis Zongia and free him. He needs his family, the family of his need him. Freedom of expression is very important, and they shouldn't shut people their mouth because they are talking about the truth. In the same context of a journalist, another one got kidnapped in Bukavu. This gentleman who is a young student, and his name is Murabazi Hassan. Hassan Murabazi is a journalist for radio, for Svein Radio. He works for Svein Radio. That radio is located in Bukavu. This gentleman received a call. Someone called him. That was in the afternoon of the 12th of September, less than 48 hours ago. By receiving the call, he spoke to someone, then he left his phone on the table in his house. He went outside, maybe to meet with the person who called him. Once outside, he didn't come back anymore. He disappeared. He has vanished. So we know this is a strategy that Mobutu used to use during the time of his reign, when he was using this group called Les Ibu or Owls. So he will come, he will kidnap people, and people will vanish forever. Government of the Congo, Kabila, your people of ANR, people of security, please bring back this gentleman. He's a student, he needs to carry on with his studies. He's a simple journalist who wanted to live, to pay for his school fees or university fees with the salaries that he gets. So please free him, let him be free in order to continue to be with his family and serve his country. This will make us to go around the Gladajika way, yeah? Many students haven't started yet their schools or classes. Although people went back to class since last week in Lomami, around Lomami, some students haven't started to study yet because teachers are requiring money. Teachers want to get a proper salary or to get their salary. They spend months without salaries. They spend long time without getting salaries. However, they are also parents. They have got children. And they send their children to other schools. And the other schools don't accept to teach their children without paying for their school fees. So they tell them, go back home. In consequence, teachers also say, if our kids are kicked out, they can't study because we are unable to pay for their fees, how are we going to teach also children of others? Therefore, they say they are not going to teach. That is the situation. We go to Bunyakiri, where the rain, inundation has been controlling the area. Since the last weekend, it has been raining up to now. And because of the rain, you can see what is behind me. All activities are blocked. The government of the Congo started some type of work, which I will call a poor work. And that poor work of construction or maybe of building road or doing whatever has led Bunyakiri, has led the people of Chakuba in Bulambika to live in such a situation of inundation. They left their mess. Now, as it rained, the water doesn't know where to go. The water starts now to get into houses. So 20 houses so far in Chakuba are victim of inundation. Therefore, in that area, it's impossible for children now to go to school. All the activities are blocked and stopped. Now, where can you go? To whom can you shout for help? Look, that's in brief the situation of the Congo. That's in brief the news that has been taking place yesterday, the 13th of September 20 18. There are other many few things that I cannot share with you, but I'll stop there for today. If this is your first time to watch us, I'll ask us to click on the button and subscribe. So by subscribing, whenever we publish a video, you will get it. There is also a bell down there. You can click on it so that you can be able to be alerted whenever we put a video on air. And finally, if you are happy with our programs, you can click on the thumb like, and that will also encourage us to move forward, bringing you fresh news at the right time for you to know and for us also to know. Once again, our Congo is a one country, united, and will continue to be one. No matter what they do, no matter what they are trying to do, we'll continue to be united, and we are winners. I wish you a great day, great afternoon, great night, great morning, depending on where you are. Goodbye for now, and see you next time.